Hello and welcome, dear students in DSM College, Parbhani. I will teach you Math Second, Paper 2. In that, first topic, complex numbers. When we say numbers, already you are familiar with the numbers or number system up to 10th standard. Already you learned what is a number system. When we say numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, etc. That is called set of all natural numbers. If we added 0 in this number system, then we get 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. That is called whole integers. Again, if we added negative integers, that is -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. That is called set of all integers. Right? Again, there are some numbers that is called fractions, that is 3 by 4, 4 by 7, 5 by 3, etc. Also fractions are there. If we add fractions in this number system, that is called rational numbers. Fractions means our rational numbers, you know, the numbers which can be written in the form p divided by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, are called rational numbers. Again, there are number of the type √3, √5, √7, etc. and these are called irrational numbers. So note that rational and irrational together form the set of real numbers. So already you know what are real numbers or what is a real number. Okay. So see here, you know, set of all natural numbers starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on. That is natural numbers. If I add 0 in this system, we get 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. and so on. That is set of whole integers. If I add negative integers, that is -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. This system is known as set of all integers. Again, there are fractions. Fractions are there. Number of the type 3 by 4, 5 by 3, 7 by 4, etc. Right? And these numbers are called rational numbers. So what is the definition of rational numbers? In Marathi it is called Parimey Sankhya. Rational numbers means numbers which can be written in the form p divided by q, where q is not equal to 0 and pq are integers. Those numbers which can be put in this form p divided by q and q is not equal to 0 and both p and q must be integers. So numbers of these types, these are called rational numbers. Again, there are numbers of such type √3, √5, 3√7, etc. And this type of numbers are called irrational numbers. Right? Irrational numbers means numbers which cannot be written in this form p divided by q, where q is not equal to 0 and pq are integers. So this type of numbers are called irrational numbers. These numbers are rational numbers. So note that rational numbers and irrational numbers together form the set of real numbers. We denote by R. R means set of all real numbers. So rational and irrational together form the set of real numbers. So already you are familiar with real numbers, natural numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, right? But what is need to study the complex numbers? See here, you know how to find solution of a quadratic equation. For example, suppose quadratic equation of this type, x square minus 9 is equal to 0, right? Suppose we have to find solution of this equation and you know what is solution? Therefore, x equal to plus minus 3 is the solution of this quadratic equation. Again, another example, suppose x square minus 5 equal to 0 and suddenly we can find solution for this and therefore solution is x equal to plus minus √5 is the solution of this equation, because this equation is satisfied by this number. If we substitute √5 here, √5 square we get 5, 5 minus 5, 0. If we substitute x equal to minus √5 here, minus √5 square we get 5, minus 5, that is also 0. So equation is satisfied by this value, and therefore x equal to plus minus root 5 is a solution of this quadratic equation. And in first example, x equal to plus minus 3 is a solution of equation x square minus 9 equal to 0. Note that in first example, plus minus 3 is a rational number. In second example, plus minus root 5 is a irrational number. Now consider this example, x square plus 1 equal to 0. This is also a quadratic equation. Now see here, can you find solution for this equation x square plus 1 equal to 0? Can you find a real number which satisfies this equation? Guess or imagine what is the solution of this quadratic equation. X square plus 1 equal to 0. So note that, so there is no real number which satisfy the equation x square plus 1 equal to 0. No real number which satisfy this equation. And by this fact, the complex number takes birth from this fact. How to find solution for this? How to find the value of x? And from that we get the complex numbers. So see here, so mathematicians define one number which satisfies this equation. You know there is no real number, but there is one number. And what is that number? That number is root minus 1. If we substitute x equal to root minus 1 here, see what we get? Root minus 1 square plus 1, that is equal to square of root, that is root cancel, we get minus 1 plus 1, and that is equal to 0. That means this equation satisfied by this value x equal to root minus 1, right? But note that root minus 1 is not a real number. So it is not real means mathematicians call it as imaginary. Not real means it is called imaginary. And therefore this imaginary number we denote by letter I, and thus I equal to root minus 1, or if you take I square, square of this root cancel, we get here I square equal to minus 1. So after this, note that whenever small I is there, note that value of I is root minus 1, and it is also called imaginary unit. That number is called imaginary unit also, right? So value of I is root minus 1. So get I equal to root minus 1 from the equation x square plus 1 equal to 0. How to find solution for this? So from that we get I, that is called imaginary unit or imaginary number, I equal to root minus 1. And with the help of this imaginary number, we can define what is a complex number. See here definition of complex number. Very simple definition. A number of the type a plus ib, or number which can be put in this form. Number of the type a plus ib where a comma b belongs to R, and you know what is I equal to root minus 1, right? Number of the type a plus ib where a comma b belongs to R and I equal to root minus 1 is called a complex number. Note that complex number is denoted by letter Z, and thus we can write Z equal to a plus ib. Generally, to denote a complex number, we use letter Z. Z equal to a plus ib. So for example, we can write some examples of complex numbers. We can take 3 plus 2i. Here 3 is real number, 2 is real number. So 3 plus 2i is real number. 5 plus 7i, 3 minus 2i, etc. All these are complex numbers, right? Here 3 is real number, minus 2 also real number. So 3 minus 2i is real number. So I denote complex number by letter Z equal to a plus ib. Then note that if Z equal to a plus ib, here first point, Here A is called real part of Z and B is the coefficient of I. So B is called imaginary part of Z, right? So if Z equal to A plus IB, then A is called the real part of Z and is denoted by capital R in bracket Z, and thus we can write R of Z, that is real part of Z, nothing but A. Similarly, second point here, B is the coefficient of I. So this B is called imaginary part of Z. And is denoted by capital I in bracket Z, and thus we can write I of Z equal to B, right? For example, see here, if Z equal to 3 plus 5i, right? Then what is the real part of Z? What is R of Z? By definition, 3 is the real part of Z. And what is imaginary part of Z? Note that coefficient of I, that is 5. 5 is called imaginary part of Z. So I of Z equal to 5 here, right? Third point is the set of all complex numbers is denoted by capital letter C. Thus, note that up to 10th standard, you know, set of all real numbers R is the bigger set. But after that, note that set of all complex number, that is capital C, is the bigger set. Or in short, we can say set of all complex numbers, C is the father of all sets or all number system, because each number or every number system belongs to capital C. So it is called father of all number system. Okay. Then we will see algebra of complex numbers. Algebra of complex numbers means we have to see how to take addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of two complex numbers. So first we will see what is addition, how to take addition of two complex numbers. If suppose Z1 equal to complex number A plus IB and Z2 equal to complex number C plus ID, then their addition, or also it is called sum, their sum we denote by this symbol Z1 plus Z2, and that is equal to Z1 means A plus IB plus Z2 means C plus ID. So in addition of two complex number, we combine real part and we combine imaginary part, right? So we get here A plus C, and from imaginary part IB plus ID. From that we can take I common, in bracket B plus D. So this is addition of two complex number. For example, if suppose Z1 equal to 3 plus 4i and Z2 equal to 4 plus 5i, then Z1 plus Z2 equal to, Z1 is 3 plus 4i plus Z2 4 plus 5i. So combine real part here, 3 plus 4, we get here 7, and combine imaginary part, that is 4i plus 5i, and that is 9i. So 7 plus 9i is the addition of two complex numbers. Similarly, subtraction. How to take difference of two complex numbers or subtraction? If suppose Z1 equal to A plus IB and Z2 equal to C plus ID, then their difference we denote by this symbol Z1 minus Z2. Here Z1 is A plus IB minus Z2 means C plus ID, and simplify this. A plus IB multiply by minus sign, minus C minus ID. Again combine real parts here. Without I means real part, A minus C in one bracket, and from this imaginary take I common in bracket, B minus D, and thus we get difference of two complex numbers. For example, if suppose Z1 equal to 5 plus 2i and Z2 equal to 3 plus 4i, then Z1 minus Z2 equal to 5 plus 2i minus Z2 means 3 plus 4i, and simplify. So you get 5 plus 2i multiply by minus sign, minus 3 minus 4i. Then you combine real parts. Without I means real part. 5 minus 3 we get here 2, and imaginary numbers this 2i minus 4i. 2i minus 4i we get here minus 2i, and this is the difference of two complex numbers. Then we will see how to take product or multiplication of two complex numbers. Multiplication of two complex number or product of two complex number. We let Z1 equal to same A plus IB and Z2 equal to C plus ID. Third one, multiplication. Suppose Z1 is A plus IB and Z2 is C plus ID. Then their product or multiplication of two complex number we denote by Z1 into Z2, right? Then substitute values. Z1 means A plus IB and Z2 means C plus ID, and then we take actual multiplication or product of two brackets. First you multiply by A to this bracket, so to get first multiply by A to this C, then A to this ID, and see what you get. A into C plus A into ID, we can write I into AD. Then multiply by this second term IB to C and IB to ID. So what do you get? IB into C means we write I into BC plus IB into ID means I into I, write I square, and B into D as it is, and simplify this. So get AC. From middle two terms we can take I common, and in bracket AD plus BC. And what is I square? You know value of I. What is I? I is imaginary unit, imaginary number. Its value is root minus 1. And from this, if we take square on both sides, what is I square? Root cancel, we get I square equal to minus 1. Note that value of I square is minus 1. Minus 1 means minus sign. So minus into plus, we get here minus sign, and this BD as it is. And again, write in the form of complex number, combine real part. Here real part is AC, without I means real part, minus BD. AC minus BD in one bracket plus I in bracket AD plus BC. Again this is in the form of complex number. This is the product of two complex numbers. So you can see this by taking one example. See your example. If Z1 equal to 5 plus 3i and Z2 equal to 4 minus 2i, then we have to find product of this. Then what is Z1 into Z2? Write Z1. Z1 is 5 plus 3i and Z2 is 4 minus 2i. Then take actual multiplication, actual product. First we multiply by 5 to this 4, then 5 to this minus 2i, and see what we get. 5 into 4, write directly, we get here 20, then minus 2i into 5. First write sign, this minus sign, this plus sign, we get here minus, and 5 into 2i, we get here 10i. Then multiply by 3i to this 4, 3i into 4, 12i. Then multiply by 3i to this minus 2i, sign minus and this plus minus sign, this 2 and this 3, 2 into 3, 6, and I into I, we get here I square. And simplify, write 20 as it is, minus 10i minus 10i plus 12i. Subtraction here, 12i minus 10i, what do we get? 2i here. And because of I square, we know value I square is minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 6, we get here plus 6. Note that whenever I square is there, you can write opposite sign. You can take opposite sign. Minus is there, take plus. If plus is there, you can take minus sign because of value of I square, minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1, 6, that is plus 6. And what do you get? Again combine real part, 20 plus 6, 26, and plus 2i. That is a complex number. So note that we have seen addition, subtraction, and multiplication of two complex numbers. So again we get a complex number. Addition, subtraction, multiplication of two complex number gives again a complex number. And now we will stop here. Till then, goodbye.